Got a couple pork chops here. They're not super thick, but they're thick enough to get a sear on them, but still have them be moist in the middle. We are gonna pair that with some balsamic braised red cabbage and then some caramelized apple and onion. Yeah, just kind of like that. You can use this more like a paring knife and start around the top, right? Kind of do the same thing on the bottom. And then do that. Good way to attack it. And then over here, I'm gonna get after the cabbage. And I'm gonna start that, I got 3 slices of bacon. I'm just gonna cut. Okay, I'm gonna put a little oil in this pan, preheated cast iron skillet. Get my bacon going. We've got some garlic here. Run my knife through that quickly. And that's a good, I guarantee that's gonna smell good. Bacon fat and garlic, a little olive oil. After that, we'll add a little onion. All right, we'll get that going in there. Very nice, Cat. I'm gonna cut flat here, kind of get rid of that. See that? Bottom. How's that? Looking good, so there's no seeds in there. I'm just gonna take these. Okay, got that?
Yeah.
Apples are good. Now, do you think there's some sugar in apples?
Yeah.
A little bit? So what we want to do is draw those sugars out and caramelize the apples. So we've got this pan going here. Nice and hot. And let's throw those apples in there. Watch out. Woo! It's hotter than it said. All right. I'm gonna cut the center of that cabbage. All right, we'll get that in here. A bit more. More oil. Pepper. And we'll throw some salt on top of this cabbage here. Like that. Trap in that moisture. Well, this is really where the braise begins. Once we start to contain some of the moisture, it'll help break down the cabbage. There we go. So your job is to kind of keep an eye on this, Cat. As soon as we get our apples caramelized to the point that we like them, we'll just set them aside on a plate, and then we'll hit up the onions, caramelizing them. Here we go. You take a look at the cabbage?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give that a stir. See how it's starting to break down a little bit?
Yeah.
We get some bleeding of the color into the center, right? And eventually that'll bleed all the way to the middle. It'll be a dark purple. Check our apples. Oh! Good job. All right, now I've got a hot pan here. I'm gonna salt these pork chops liberally. Oil in the pan. Season side down. Very crucial that you have a hot pan, at least 350 degrees. That way we can get a hard sear on these before the center is dried out. Season the top. So let's go ahead, you can transfer them to that. There we go. In with the onion, gotta be careful. And then you just wanna kind of let them sit there for a minute. All right, so we'll take a look at our pork chops here. There we go. Not bad. Let this one go a little bit longer. Check Cat's onions over here. How are they looking?
They're looking pretty good. Starting to caramelize.
Boom, go ahead and stir that. There we go, huh? This is about right for me. I'm gonna pull that. Boom. Let this one cook a little bit longer. I'm actually gonna tilt the pan. All right, we're gonna call this one good. Pull them off and just let them rest. In the beginning, I did call this balsamic braised red cabbage. So we're gonna give it a little balsamic right now. Right at the end, go ahead and fold that in. Looks pretty good, let me see that. Get in there. A little bit more salt. Onions are done. Let's check those. Looking good. Apples are ready. Let's plate. Let's throw one more little scoop. And then let's see if we can build that. And set it kind of right across here. Boom. Looks good to me. Okay. Apples. We go right on top of the pork. Yeah. And let's see if we can get them kind of like that. A couple more. And let's show the caramelization, so you might want to turn these two over. Some onions. And those, let's see if we can kind of drape across here. There you go, Cat. Let's get a couple more that drape down here. And then when I look at it, I think maybe a nice little drizzle of balsamic to kind of pull it all together. So there it is, balsamic braised red cabbage with a pretty hard seared pork chop, some caramelized apples and onions, and a drizzle of balsamic. I'm Paleo Nick. This is Belmont Steaks, Belme, and we're doing what we can to help you keep it paleo.